Well, hello there, and welcome to a brand new campaign. We have finished our experiment with the King of York on the Last Kingdom mod. Do, if you would like to see more on that, do let me know. But we're now going to be going to Rome and Europa Barbarorum 2. We've previously only done one campaign on this mod, and we did Rome. And the reason I didn't want to do Rome, but it was voted for by everybody else, was that even the computer thinks it's easy. If you go down a couple, so for instance, let's have a look at Pontus. Nigh on impossible. Challenging, very challenging. So they've got different levels. But Rome is the only one where it's meant to be easy. So we're trying to throw the cat amongst the pigeons, as it were. And we're going to be one of the Greek states. Now, what you've got is you've got Macedon, you've got Epirus, and you've got the Greek city-states themselves. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going as the Greek city-states. We're going to be playing it on very hard, very hard. We're going to be playing with no battle time limit. If you would like to read the introduction, feel free to pause just as I go down. Now, because we start off as a collection of city-states, there is a mechanic where we can become... Look how much of the introduction they've gone. I love this mod, it's just so in-depth. And then I love on every faction history needs to be written. So we're going to start with 4 city-states. I'm going to start with Rhodes, Athens, and Sparta. No, we're going to start with 3. And we're going to be using all of our nous and our expertise and some of our knowledge of the period to help us out. So whom the gods love. It might have been Alexandros Megas, Alexander the Great, who led the Greeks against the Medoi, but it was the Hellenic spears, much like in the past, that did the deed. If you would like to read this again, you can pause it. It's a very cool little message that tells you all about the Greeks. And we'll do with that. Right, so this is just a message saying that you can pick your faction here. If we look at our victory conditions and our family tree, what we've got is we have to have Macedon, we have to have Epirus, and we have to have... Basically, we've got to own Greece. And then we've got to kill Pontus, Pergamon, the Crimean Greek colony that's up there, and Epirus itself. So we're on a sort of a Greek unification mission. People in flight, we don't care about that. Now, if we could just have a chat about what we're going to be doing. Let's just toggle the fog of war at game start. We won't be using it after this. Greece is an absolute shit show, for wanting a better word. In this time period, they picked the year because this is the time that Pyrrhus of Epirus has invaded Greece. In real life, he would take some territory down here and then he nips across, and this is where he ends up having the war with Rome itself when they siege Taras. But we are currently under the invasion. Then the 2 major phalanx factions will be fighting a war out amongst themselves, and we've been caught up in it. So that is the problem that we face. Our army is small and our army is weak, but we do have Spartans. Oh my god, which are just cool. We also, there's things. Let's bring the ships back. We can port. Our capital is Athens, and we're going to fully commit to being Spartan when we get the chance. So, we've got 10 grand. We're losing 2 grand a go. We've got an awful lot of characters. If you look at this, we've got an absolute shed load of generals. So we're going to have to build an army because we're going to be invaded straight away. We'll keep them. These are rubbish. We'll get rid of them as quick as possible. Don't really care for skirmishers because we're Greek. These are our elite hoplites, but they're no scratch on Spartans, on true Spartans. We'll get rid of all of you as well. What are you? Are you a hoplite? Is that why you're 162? So you're a hoplite all by yourself. That's fine. You're 101, so you're a cavalry. Good. What we're going to be up against is setbacks from the very, very start. Oh, we got our king with some other Spartans. Here we are. He's going to be able to pick up some... Just come this way. Thank you very much. We're going to take another unit of Cretan peltasts. They're okay for... That's Cretan archers, and these are quite cool actually. These are elite slinger axemen. Boom. But you can already see we're going to be bankrupt for quite some time. We'll get some other hoplites there, and maybe another archer unit. That's good. So we'll pop you all in there. We need to get our Spartan generals. We need to be able to look at all of our. Look at them all. That's mental. So our first army is basically all the nobility of Greece. You can get in there, and we're going to take you to Athens. And there's nothing we can do. So we've just spent 12 grand. We're probably going to need to take you with us. Only 42 upkeep. We don't need that. We'll leave a small garrison in Rhodes. Now you're going to need... I'll just do the continue. You're going to need to have... See, this is just because I've played it before. I know that you're going... You can't really fight... Unless you've got two choices. You can either put everyone in Sparta and fight straight away, or you can just retreat to Athens and have a glorious reconquest of Greece. To form the Greek country, we're going to need to have 5 major Greek cities, and that tends to be Sparta, Athens, Rhodes, and then any one of Corinth in the middle of the map. Suitable husband, yeah, we'll take him. There's another character. So Corinth, Demetrius, Thermon over here, which is the heart, the navel of the world, and that's got the oracle at Delphi. Any one of them, and then you've got to have a governor that comes from that region from memory. So an Athenian needs to be hang on, let's have a look. Is the Greek faction here? So he's Athenian, and he's been at the bottom, it should say, he's been elected as the Archon of Athens, which means when the same thing happens, so a Spartan must be governed in Sparta, and a Rhodesian in Rhodes, and all, and so on and so forth. Right, so we're not allowed to spend any money. We lose 3,000 to go, so we're going to have to be quite warlike in our moves. Who is the governor of Rhodes? Is it you? He's 67, which makes me think that he is. There you go, so he's the governor of Rhodes, so we've got to pay attention to that. We're going to take our extra hoplites to join the army. Next go. Oh, we've already maxed out, that's quite good. And this is what happens. So in the world, well, in history, Epirus has hired this chap here, Cleonymus of Lacedaemia, which is essentially he's a Spartan, so that's why he comes with Spartan hoplites in himself. And we're just going to sort of have to wait out and see whether they take Corinth. We're going to have to kill Pyrrhus. So we're already reduced to 2 settlements. We're going to go and try and talk to as many people as possible. Can't do anything about it. What's he coming with? He's coming with normal hoplites, mercenary hoplites, light hoplites, and some skirmishers. So we could easily defeat that once. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I clicked on the wrong button. I do apologise. Because what have we got? Skirmishers. Oh, well. Never mind. We'll just times 6 this and watch us go. In fact, we could just exit it, can't we? There's no need. We killed one. We killed one of them. So we start the campaign with a loss. And the loss of our second most influential city. As Sparta has been overrun now with the vile scum of Pyrrhus the Eagle. Now it's interesting to see what he does because he's technically trapped. He's not. I think they're going to take Corinth. And a lovely rebel has decided to blockade roads and restrict whatever small amounts of trade I've got. Here we go. This is the unification method. So. Dun, 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 dun. That's just telling you how you're going to do it. So we're going to talk to Pergamon. They're Greek. We should be friends, in my head. No, you don't want to do that. You want to... Not interested because you rejected the other one. Seleucia and Egypt are already fighting in Asia Minor. Oh, he didn't sound really happy. Right, so we're just waiting. I'll put you in there so you can't get the garrison of Athens out. We have an assassin, let's try and bump him off. Oh, we're at war with these, let's see if we can... No, he's useless. Missed the target. We're now on -4. How much is a ship? We've got 4 of them. We're going to have to get rid of our whole navy. We've got another 2 ships to get rid of. We're just hunkering down in Athens. Waiting for the point where we can strike. We're a coiled spring. However, a peculiar request has reached the Hellenic communities this year. Arsinoe of Egypt has requested that ownership of the teams of the chariot races be gifted to her. Her envoys have made it quite clear how much she's concerned for the freedom of Greece. Are important that such the nation will be protected by her everlasting. No, I don't have money to give her. I don't know why she wants me to fund her Olympic bid. Bloody Greeks. Right, let's get rid of you as well. That's another 650, that's ours. So we've got the making of an army. It's Pyrrhus himself, and that's his son, Ptolemaeus. So we're just hoping that Epirus baggers off back to his capital. or at least his son. If his son goes, which obviously he doesn't want to at the minute, he's just standing there, causing us some problems with devastation. Try and get as many people to trade with us as possible. Who's over here? We've got...
Baden.
Oh, actually, we'll go talk up there, because we've got another diplomat down here, haven't we? Are we trading? No, that's a bit silly. Where should he go?
Baden.
Found the lighthouse.
Malista. Ne.
Such a small and insignificant group of people. We have history. We have fought off Darius and Xerxes at Thermopylae. Right.
Istaste. Lokoi Pezon.
So we're losing 3,000 ago, and now we're just waiting for our chance. Waiting to strike. Oh, for God's, just Macedon, bugger off. The main war should be Macedon versus Pyrrhus, but because he's now invaded the south of Greece, Macedon should be going absolute all out trying to kill him. He's a Spartan. I'm not going to. That's just going to put me in more debt. Let's find someone to talk to. There you go. We'll have trade rights with you as well. And then we'll go talk to Rome. So Epirus is now at war with Rome. So that might be the moment where we can, I think we'll be ready to strike next turn. We're probably going to want to talk. Oh, they've already got that. Although I think they start with that. I think Macedon's first... Oh, hello. Money. You're going to give us... You're not going to give us 20 grand, but 5 grand would be nice. Have you got 5 grand to spare? And your map would be sufficed to trade. Alliance. Oh! Priorities war. So they're going to attack us. Which is disappointing, really. And that is interesting. Is that rebel general? Is that Pyrrhus' son? Or did he go somewhere else? So again, every year, every 4 turns, you get this message telling you what happens. So the first Syrian war ends with a peace treaty, that type of thing. We're allied with him, so... Is that... No, that's not. I thought Ptolemaeus had rebelled against his father. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to organise ourselves. We're going to need Spartan hoplites. Who else is a Spartan? It's you. We're going to need all the hoplites together. So that's you. We've got our elite hoplites. And then we've got our mercenary hoplites as well. And then after that, that's it. That's a whole army. And it's just generals and What are you? Oh, you're like... Oh, that's okay. We've got quite a lot of variety. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. We're going to need one of them to be the horse. He's a horse general. We've got 2 cavalry units. We've got 3 to go. And these are all 60s and 70s, so they're all... You're Spartan, we'll take you. Your Rhodesian. In my head, taking Spartans means that they'll be better at fighting. So we've got a full stack. We've just got to find something to do with it. Only losing 2,900 to go now. God, things are going well. Good, they've taken it. Do you want military access? No.
Ostakista. Malista.
Taxis. Laden.
Right, the elephants and Epirus. So this is a brave attack. Hang on a minute. Why was that? Why were we not at war with them? Because Macedon and Epirus. Oh, whoops. Oh, I didn't read the messages before I acted. So we're no longer allied with Macedon. Right, so what we're going to have to do... There's going to be a lot of generals dying in this, I imagine. We're just going to have to attack it. There's nothing we can do. We've got a general, we've got a diplomat here, I didn't even realise. Would you like an alliance? Good job I didn't think that through. Because if he'd have accepted that alliance, we would have had a peace treaty with Epirus, which I don't want. Have they taken the town? No, Thermon is still a rebel. Greece is just an absolute war zone at game start. As is Asia Minor, or modern day Turkey. Just fighting. And you've just got to sort of grin and bear it while the whole game settles itself down. We're now 10 turns in, 25,000 in debt. 28 next go. So hopefully, what are we on? 23 minutes, and we've built no buildings. We've kind of just. Yeah. I don't speak Greek, so I don't know what he's saying. I'm just assuming it's hurtful and mean about my appearance. Okie doke. Areus, the faction, the appointed leader of the free peoples of Greece, against Pyrrhus the Eagle. He is. Is it Atos? Yeah, the Eagle, by virtue of being one of the greatest military commanders of our time, who fought won many battles against the Romans and the Carhedonians fiercely before his desire to protect the Hellenic population and the culture of Megahellus from the barbarians of the West. Megahellus is what he called Sicily in southern Italy. But we don't have much of a choice. We outnumber them. They do have elephants, which might cause a problem. But what they've done is they've left themselves open to have their most interesting unit is in the elephants, and their most iconic general could all die on episode 1, which will be mightily impressive. Let's just have a look at the Spartans. Whoa. These are bad. And whenever we send the Spartans up on the wall, it's a win. Like, make no mistake about it. Let's do a bit of organisation. All of you can drop it. We're going to be sending what in? We'll send the normal bog standard hoplites. We'll group you up so I know where we're going. That's all good. We're going to send you up there. Your Spartan hoplites as well. So we'll Spartans can take the left flank. And then straight after this, we're just going to have to send in our characters because we don't have any other infantry. It's very much... Oh, let's get you two together. Got 2 horses, lovely. Here's our missile units, they can go in a line. So we're just going to go and make sure that there's at least 2 people, or 2 units rather, to go in every single ladder. That's all we've got. See the elephants moving around there. How many of our army have seen elephants before? That's the interesting thing. Get the second wave moving. Might be a bit risky sending the faction leader onto the walls, but he is behind a unit of Spartans. That's light flanks. Illyrian peltasts. Actual hoplites are there, they're going up against my Spartans. We'll absolutely shred them. Oh, on this mod they don't run up the ladder once they put the ladder there. That's something to remember. You're the one with 3 units, so you can go up there. Where is the king? Where is Epirus himself? There. It's a badass cavalry unit as well. Molossian Guard Cavalry. Up you get, friend. Thinking maybe we just sod the gate. Once we got the gate open, we just put everyone on the wall. As hoplites are good, solid infantry units. You're ready. Up you get. Just looks so cool. I'm really excited to be Greece, if I'm honest. Like, I was so upset. Well, not really upset. I was just disappointed that everybody... I know why people go for Rome. We're making a name for ourselves on the wall. Like Achilles. It appears that... What have they got inside there? We've only got 1 unit of hoplites now. Cretan peltasts. We get over here. Up on the wall. We're just going to overwhelm them. What have we lost? We've lost 1%, they've lost 14. kind of got to get to the point where we can take out those archers. There you go, that's your job when you get there. You're ready. Take out the hoplites. Overwhelm them. And every single one of our infantry units, because it's a spear, is well equipped to kill Epirus. No, Pyrrhus, sorry. Pyrrhus of Epirus. And Spartans don't run, so essentially they've got to kill every single one of them. And the dream, I'll say it now, the dream is to have a whole I mean, they take like 35 turns to replenish. But the dream will be to have a whole infantry line of Spartans. So when Greece is invaded, their finest warriors will ride out to beat them. Just gonna keep slugging away. And it's an interesting thing about EB2 that the battles are very long. They are very long and they're very slow, but that allows for you. Well, you think you're going to win that? So do we, though. So that means it's even. So it allows for sort of tactical tweaks and changes and manoeuvrings. I just really like. When we did the Rome campaigns, I got quite a few messages like how much of my teenage life did I waste on this from various other people as well. It's incredibly immersive, I reckon, is the reason why. Come on, you've got to get past these soon. We can't send our cavalry in because they'll just get minced by the king. Ah, look, we got Indian elephants. I mean, they still, if you think of how old this game is, that still looks quite cool. The only thing that you would say is that they don't blink, they don't have eyelids. Apart from that, not bad for something 12 years old. Oh, it looks like we're making progress on that section. Oh, we've absolutely destroyed them. So focus on the creature. What is on this unit? Have the general take them. And I'll have you two go after the Illyrian peltasts. It is quite bizarre that everything's written in the native language of the whatever faction that you are. So you have to get good at decoding. So Miss Thoropori Flangitai is mercenary phalanxes, or a mercenary phalanx unit. It's just interesting how quickly you have to adapt to it. Toxotoi Cretoi, Cretan archers. The famed Cretan. I actually don't think archers are very good on this mod. I think slingers actually end up getting a bit more kills. Seems like the Spartans are making progress over here. Does the king, he's Spartan. Does he get a Spartan? No, he doesn't. Your finest warriors. Attack 12, defense 28. Are you sure? Oh, they are. 12, 6, 28. 12, 6, 23. Okay. And the depth of this is that... Ooh, hello. That was someone's shield very close up. Is that every faction has some sort of military reform or governmental reform to make it. You've all got your own little stages to work towards. And for us, it's essentially nothing can happen until the unification of Greece. Just do a little bit of time 6, because we're going to win the war. We're going to conquer the wall, and then we've got to get all of our little hoplites down to kill this fella. There's only 59 of them now. 78 Grecian archers. They've lost 100 out of the phalanx unit. And it depends what you want really from a game. It depends whether you want sort of those arcade style quick battles. Very much that sort of on the Viking style mod that I've been recently playing. We did a campaign with sort of the Swedes where we became the King of York. Those battles would have been over. They're really, really quick. They're quite fun to play, but there's not an awful lot you do with them. Whereas I think probably you don't want to play this mod every single day. But it's so, once you get a campaign that sort of grips you, like the Rome campaign, I was about 20 episodes in before I realised how long I've been playing it. And it just is, I would say it's possibly this, stainless steel, and obviously Lord of the Divide and Conquer for Lord of the Rings, but for the actual historical ones, this is the stainless steel of antiquity. And everybody loves someone from antiquity. Can we not push these back? I've never understood why you put a phalanx on a wall. Doesn't seem to work as well as sort of blocking off a road. Because the minute you climb up the ladders, you split their formation, don't you? And that's what we've done. There's the right half and there's the left half over here. So if you look at it that way round, left and right. But also because the battles are so long and the armies are so expensive on this, if each battle feels important. So for instance, if we lose this battle and most of our units at the minute are just generals, so if we lost this, which I don't think we will, we would have our family trees depleted. I don't think we actually have a family tree. I think we're Teutonic in the sense because we don't have a ruling family. We have elected officials in Greece, as it's the home of democracy. But every time you put up a pitch, like if someone invades your country, that feels incredibly important, having to stop that army, which you don't always get on a mod. What have we killed? We've lost 4%. We're doing ever so well. Probably because we sent our Spartans up first. They just don't die. And it will be just a question of, we'll have an issue because we can't build anything in Corinth once we've taken it. So we'll have the strange situation where we're going to just hope Corinth doesn't rebel, because obviously the first thing that we want to do, and we're probably not going to get to do it this episode, is march back to Sparta so we can reclaim our seat of power. It's been on the walls for bloody ages now. There's got to be a break soon. It's because they've got Pyrrhus and they all are taking encouragement from him. Like, charge him. Right, all of you are now charging one way. That's good. We haven't lost a general or a character yet. That's quite encouraging. Hopefully they, I would imagine, I can't imagine why they wouldn't. Hopefully their units replenish like in the other mods. Because at the minute they basically form up most of our line infantry. And by line infantry I don't mean like Empire with muskets, I mean the line of the hoplite or the phalanx. I'm not sure we can actually recruit phalanx units. I think that's very much a domain of like the successor kingdoms. So Ptolemaic Egypt, Seleucia, Pergamon, Macedonia will be phalanx based. Just the world feels so big. Got over half of them dead now. Most of our casualties, I would imagine, have come from towers. We've got to get some of them shifted. There we are. He's down to 6. This section's still got 102. Come on, give him a charge. They're down below 100. These will break soon. Hack away, boys. 88. We're on ×2 now, so having said that, I do think that perhaps the sieges are a little bit of a drag. I think like the amount of time you spend fighting on a wall. Ooh, someone's got through. Right, getting to the back of these. No, you don't want to. Sod it, let's just get down and kill Epirus. We've got some Spartans to do it, like snipe squads. Because we were just coming off the wall, we've taken out their charge bonus. We'll put it back on ×2. Skirmisher cavalry. Where did the elephants go? They're over here. We are losing them, but there's nothing we can do. If we kill the king, they'll have a morale drop. Those Cretan peltasts have really held us up. There's 3 units, 2 versions of elite hoplites. There you go. Epirus is dead. Sorry, Pyrrhus is dead. I always think those names sound quite similar. The Eagle. There'll be shockwaves all around Greece for this. And now you can see they're routing. Out you go. Mighty victory for Sparta. You retreating as well. Yes. So we want all of you. Chase them. Okay, don't. Come on. Who else is moving? Good. They're getting off the wall now. Essentially all infantry units apart from you that you got. Right, now we have the elephants to contend with, and then it's over. So we want all we could do with having our missiles on get everyone off the wall. Been lackadaisical there, we haven't really formed a line. The mad death charge because their king's dead. All of you have got to get involved with the elephant. Sorry boys. Another archer unit can get there. Down, get off the wall, stop standing here and you can see them. And this is the only unit of elephants they're going to get. Until they get all the way up to their top government building, which is bloody miles away. Everyone's coming in on the elephants now. Ah, they're broken. But even that just murders you as well. Right, all of the hot plates go that way. And then we can move everybody else the other way around. All of the other units can come up the centre street. We'll send the hot plates round to flank. Archers have got onto the walls, you can see, we're picking them off. We've lost 82% compared to 11. We have battered them. We've got our slingshots coming as well. The elite skirmisher slinger axemen, is that what they're called? These are proper cool. What good rate? I think in this mod, slingers are better than archers. Right, we need... Oh, they're all gone. We lost 250, but we took Corinth and we killed Pyrrhus. That is a good start to the new campaign. We're probably not making a profit just yet. But it sort of means that we've now got... whenever you fight a Greek battle and they surrender, that means that more mercenary hoplites are available to you. Don't suppose any of you lot are Corinthian? No. So that's a good start. We've made Corinth. If we do, that's a bit skewed, the finances, isn't it? Because actually, we end the turn. We're about to end the episode, so we'll just make sure we'll find out how much debt we're actually in. Maybe if we take Sparta, they won't want to continue the fight against us, so they can focus on Macedon. Essentially, we're not anything north of Thermon, which is the city just south of the one on screen now. This is Thermon here. Anything, we would like just this as our starting country, and then we'd let them lot just kick lumps out of each other. So we got 4 grand. We now make 500 a go, so 10 turns before we get to 0. We do have this fella here, Amenius Ithopmetes. Apologies for the pronunciations of the names on this campaign, but I'm just... So we need anything with this. This is you can have 5 of them, but they have to be sort of an original starting Hellenic city. What we're going to do now is we're going to not let them have any rest. We're going to continue the fight. Surely there's... We'll put you in. The only issue is that we're not really at war with them, so it shouldn't be a problem. You're an assassin, so let's try and kill him. No, our assassins are rubbish. Oh, our king got an established leader trait for trying to kill people. Right, so that is a textbook start to a Greek campaign. We are bankrupt, we have taken Corinth, we're going to take Sparta next, hopefully. There's a Spartan general in there. He has the Spartan hoplites as his personal bodyguard. But we should. That's the only real unit of note, which is a normal hoplite, and we've got excellent ones. We've got elite hoplites and Spartans in themselves. So I do hope you have enjoyed the beginning of the campaign. I'm very much looking forward to continuing. In fact, I'm going to record another episode straight away. So do take care of yourselves. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, etc, etc. Do let me know if you think who I should be next, but I'm going to be playing as Greece for some time, I imagine. So thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.